I remain your premier knowledge partner, and I'm here again to discuss with you a very interesting topic: how to use ChatGPT to build a clear outline for your blog post, for your article post. Now, when you sometimes you may have the title to work on, have the idea to work on. But now breaking this idea into subsections, sections and subsections and others so that your ideas will flow very well may actually be so challenging. How do you go about that? It is very simple. All you just need to do is to follow what I'll be doing here, the simple illustration. Though I've come up with a sample here, and however, we'll first of all ignore the sample we have here and just do it. Now, you already have your idea that involves savings, money, Nigerian inflation, and let's say we have come up with a title as we did before, and our title is Beginner's Guide to Saving Money in Nigeria. Just say beginner, you want to save money. Now, and you have been able to okay, the next thing now is you are looking at how you can actually come up with sections and subsections before you now turn it to a prompt as we did before you now develop the entire subsections. You understand? So for you to come up with the sub point, just copy your title and the idea, you understand? Still the same way, go to your chat GPT, simple as that. What you just need is that small formula on how to do it, which is what I'm about to tell you now. So that you always do it and do it very well in less time, less in few minutes you are done. So you've copied the idea, you've copied the idea, you have actually copied the this is the idea. So you can just say right. Maybe we are looking at about 5 key points. You understand? Want to get the 5 key points we'll use and develop the sections and subsections. You understand? Write 5 key points for this idea and topic. So you wait for it to give you the key points. Sometimes it may just be listing it ready, but this is not what I actually want. I want it to be just list only. I don't want long explanation. So just give me the list only. You can see these are the list only: understanding inflation and its impact on savings, creating a realistic budget, emergency fund basics, investment options in Nigeria, building blah blah blah. So these are the key 5 points. You understand me now? So the next thing we can now do is to now use everything and develop a prompt we can now use to write the entire sections and subsections as we did before. So all we need to do now is come here. Let's say this is the key points we've generated. You understand? So all we just need to do is to copy the idea, the title, and the the sub points or whatever as we generated just now. You understand? As we generated now, and give it to ChatGPT, just as we did in the other sections. We'll just take it to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, use these details below and write a prompt. I can use write a prompt I can use to write a prompt I can use to structure the line of this article. You understand? So I post, what am I posting? I post the idea, the title, and the sub topic. You understand? I can tell ChatGPT to write in one paragraph. I want the outline. I mean, I want the prompt. What we are generating now is the prompt. You understand? So this is our prompt now. We have written our prompt. You understand me now? So the next thing we need to do now is to develop what? The outline. And what we'll now use to develop the outline is the prompt itself. So let's copy the prompt and go to ChatGPT again and submit the prompt that has been well filtered by ChatGPT itself, well structured by ChatGPT itself, such that it can now give us a valid outline for our blog post, for our title, I mean, for our article or whatever. You can see it now. Very, very simple. Mhm. Very, very simple. You can see, so you can just copy everything like this, and if it is that it is too much, if it is too much, you can tell ChatGPT to reduce and make them short. I don't want it to be too big. I don't want it to be too elaborate or whatever. You understand me now? So if it is not the way you want it, you can still give additional information. For instance, I can say each subsection, each subsection should be in one paragraph. Don't want it to be unnecessarily, understand me, blah blah blah. Ah, not paragraph. Oh, I'm confusing ChatGPT. Please let's go back, copy our prompt again, go back to a new chat sheet, submit it, and see what we'll get this time. And please pay attention. The first thing you are getting from ChatGPT may not be exactly the way you want it. It may require a modification. You understand? So that is where your human input comes in now. As you are getting, you can see what we have here, and I really like how this one is structured now. So you can copy this one now. If it's too long, you can reduce it. You understand? So you can take this one, let me not mix it up with what I have before. So let's assume, listen, what I'm doing now is the same idea you can also use to write a, let's say you want to write a book, you understand? This same idea is what you can actually use to write your book. So let's say this is an outline for your book, an outline for your blog post, an outline for your article. Depending on how lengthy you want your article to be, you understand? If it is too much, you can give ChatGPT to reduce it. You just tell it, first of all, is to have a mental picture of how you want your article to be, mental picture of how you want your blog post to be. From there, you know the kind of instruction, additional instruction to give to ChatGPT so that it actually modify uh, the outline. So this is how you go about structuring the outline for your blog post, your blog article, or whatever. Now, I also have assignment again for you here. Come up with a prompt for building a clear outline. You understand? Come up with a blog for building a clear outline. You understand? That is to say, you will need to come up with your idea, the title, then the subsection, then you now form it into what? Into prompt like this. And please send it to verizon practical training at gmail.com. If you are not looking at accepting, receiving certificate for this month we are focusing on uh, content creation using ChatGPT. If you are not looking at getting certificate from Verizon AI for this program, don't bother sending us your assignment. Just listen. Go. For you to send us your assignment, make sure you include your name as you registered with us when you made your subscription for your ChatGPT. If you do not register, please don't send because we have our audit team that will still verify all the details. You understand me now? Thank you and see you in the next class.